So today I'm going to present to the Anku Dictionary.
Year of Relation M5 of the International Business. My class, sorry. ¿Tu nombre?
Héctor.
Eli.
Nico.
Eli.
Endorser. A person who once signs a document such as a check, the guaranteed payment.
Audit committee. Committee of company board director that monitors finances of which company executives cannot see.
Dumping is the act of getting rid of excess goods cheaply in an overseas market. For example, the government has passed anti-dumping legislation.
Accommodation, money lent for a short time. For example, two partnered companies, Company A and Company B, need funds temporarily and decide to help each other.
Deduction. In an amount subtract from a total. For example, the tax deductor on my monthly payment was significant.
Audit cycle. Know the intervals between audits.
Gain is an increase or the act of becoming larger. For example, oil shares put on gains is an increase or the act of becoming larger. For example, oil shares shows gains on the stock exchange.
Cash out. To account or reconcile cash to the end business day. For example, the cashier needs to cash out before leaving the store.
Audit fee. A fee charged by an auditor of auditing a company's accounts.
Gap analysis is an analysis of a market to try to find a particular area that is not at present being satisfied. For example, gap analysis showed that there was a whole area of the market we were not exploiting.
Cash account. Account that requires payment in a cash or by check. For example, I have a cash account at the bank for everyday expenses.
Auditing. The work of examining the books and accounts of company.
Test is to find out how much money someone has in savings and assets. For example, all applicants will be means direct.
Acceptor, a person who accepts a bill of exchange by signing it, thus making a commitment to pay it by a specified date. For example, a supply store requires merchandise from supplier and accepts a bill of exchange for payable in 13 days. The supply store is the acceptor and has the obligation to pay the supplier on the agreed date.
Cash advance. A loan for advance of the money of them with high interest. For example, I took cash arrangements from my credit card to pay for emergency repairs.
Baker, a person of company that works similar.
Merchant is a business person who buys and sells, especially one who buys imported goods in bulk for retail sale. For example, a gold merchant or a wine merchant.
Activity cost for a grouping of cost elements associated with an activity.
Bank rent. Rent that for overdue or unpaid. For example, the tenant were owed black rent and face dictation.
Back duty, normal duty or tax, which is the boot not be paying.
Unit-linked insurance is an insurance policy which is linked to the security of units in a unit trust or firm.
Back payment, a payment which is due but has not yet been paid.
Back tax, taxes that are owing from a previous period. For example, the company had to claim black tax and evade auditory.
Bank transfer, moving money from a bank account another account.
Unwarranted residual value is the residual value of a leased asset that a company is not sure it will ever be in a position to sell.
It's the actual price, the current for a true price of something. For example, the actual price for the item was higher than the sale price.
Boom, a time when sales, production, or business activity are increasing. Call money, money loaned for which repayment can be demanded without notice. Convert, to change money of one country for money of another.
Unfair competition is the practice of trying to do better than another company by using techniques such as importing foreign goods at very low prices or by groundly criticizing a competitor products. Thank you for your attention. That's all. Thank you for your attention.
Hasta la próxima.